Not everyone understands house music. It's a spiritual thing, a body thing, a soul thing, a soul thing.
House music means happiness, joy, uninhibited release, fun. Something you'd have to hear to understand.
What it means to me is love, harmony, beauty, energy. I mean, I think going back to any, culture in history, up to the Native Americans and drum circles and disco, just seems like that same rhythm will probably always be something that humans are attracted to and feel compelled to let go.
I guess what it means to me is kind of like a communal kind of beat that people can like dance and socialize to, and it's like a good environment. I think it kind of just brings people together where they all, share the same ideas and passion for the music.
Let me take you on a trip. Just a simple journey. A journey full of sound and beats. One that will lead you down to the underground.
I'm Bobby, and I do a lot of different things with promoting. I wanted to start these events because me and my friend were kind of going to a lot of festivals in Cali that were playing that kind of music, and then we'd come back to Salt Lake and we were kind of bored coming back here with nothing to go to on the weekends or even, once a month or whatever. So we were just like, yeah, let's just start throwing our own shows and kind of see if people like it. March 1st was our first show, 2014. So it's been 3 years. People find these events mostly on social media is the #1 way to get the word out. People who are into it invite their friends on social media and that gets seen. There's so many groups now doing shows or parties. Or when we first started, I was the only ones I knew of. So definitely growing. I'd say it grew about 400 or 500% since we started.
My name is Tina Aldridge. I am a participant of the underground scene. I grew up Mormon in a small town in Utah and took my first chance to leave and ran and never looked back, and then slowly got into the underground scene, and then from there it just took off. My sister always said I should have been born in the 70s during the disco era. 15 to 20 years is how long I've probably been in the house music scene.
My name is Jesse Walker, and I'm a DJ in Utah. I got involved in the scene through some people who were throwing some of the first raves in Idaho, and I followed them to Utah and promoted clubs and parties here. What made me want to be a DJ was basically trying to replicate what other DJs did for me when I got involved with dance music, and seeing how it changed my life completely. I mean, I met the most amazing people. I looked at the world differently. I mean, I guess once you're hooked on it, you just kind of, you never stop in a way. What attracted me to this whole scene was this sense of freedom, self-expression, acceptance, understanding. Mostly what attracts me to it is all the experiences I've had listening to other DJs play it. There's just something about that BPM, between 120 and 127 that replicates the human heartbeat and brings people together. It syncs everyone's energy level. I feel like house music takes you on a journey that, some people don't even realize they're on until a really good DJ plays for you. And I think it's like a canvas that, a DJ can use to create all kinds of things. Emotions.
The most difficult challenge I've faced as a promoter is probably to keep going. There's just not a lot of money in the industry right now, not in Salt Lake. You go to any big city, it's way more established and a lot easier to get a lot of people at your shows because the music's way bigger. What keeps us going is just kind of everyone is super stoked about the shows and, you know, shares their passion with the music. But that's been by far the most difficult thing, is that, like, handling the financial part of trying not to lose all your money. Because it's a lot of risk. We're just so slim on margins that it's like, oh, well, it's not happening anymore, then it's just gonna die. So that's just been a huge risk, and you just gotta go with the flow and hope for the best.
Yeah, keep on dancing and prancing, grooving, keep on moving, flying, stop the crying, choosing while you're cruising. Music is the answer to your problems. Keep on moving, then you can solve them.
Music is an escape for people, and I think it's necessary. I think it's a language that everybody speaks, no matter what their skin color or where they're from or what religion they are. I think it's a really powerful tool to help bring the world together. And if you can stay as positive as you can in your approach to it and dance music specifically, you know, it's always important to kind of end on a positive note and take people to a place that's better than where they started out. If you can bring people of all ages, all persuasions, all religions, that's the great equalizer about great house music. And I think that's really the message that it's been pushing since it was invented in a way.
House music will kind of take over most of the rave scene. So it's just going to be a huge shift of culture of how people listen to music, and it's really social way to listen to music. Even more social than going and seeing a band, I'd say, because the music's made to be like just vibey and interactive. If you're thinking about getting into it, I think like once you're into it, it becomes a passion for a lot of people. So it's definitely a good way to socialize and kind of rebuild yourself if you're struggling with anything. It's a really good community of people. Definitely something to check out.
I see myself continuing doing this for a long time. As long as it's there to be part of, I will probably be there, part of it. It's a lot of fun. It's a good outlet. The people are great. I've built a lot of relationships out of it. If you have not experienced the underground house music scene, you should do it. It might open your mind and your heart, and get on the dance floor and dance. It's fun.
First time I met house, it was a moonlit night. It was destined to be. It was love at first sight. First time I met house, I was lost in a space. You see, I came there alone, but she made me feel right at home. First time I met house, she was deeper than deep. I felt a chill down my spine from my head to my feet. First time I met house, I knew our love would last forever, because that night she blew my mind. It was a sign from the divine.